New York, Texas, Midwest, and Vermont, California, no place like
This is Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. One man in the backfield, Elliott. To throw is Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Hitting in that department. 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Ryan on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, 59 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Prescott yet again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
First down, Prescott on the move to his left. Out left side here to Brown. It's second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion. Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
To the air again, Prescott. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go.
Prescott on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They'll throw again. Prescott. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Let's go. White, 90. White, Ohio.
And again, it's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. Good defense holds him to only... Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And the rookie Ezekiel Elliott able to finish it off with a touchdown run. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. Now 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
4th down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Terrell McClain able to slop him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 42 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now Ryan. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Ryan, flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The Cowboys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
is one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
No, she's at
She's
least
on like the 5th tune at this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's
4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about you.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 43 yards. And the Cowboys add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not Scales, right? I don't hear Scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So they've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
So out come the Falcons now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive. And the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Being chased out left. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big. And they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Prescott here to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Third and long for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just about on his own goal line.
And it has been a good game for him.
Torrey. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble that does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Escaping the pressure right. Sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will fall on this one himself. So